welcome to my channel. I'm Helen of Helen Jeanne Designs and Hope-Filled Journals, and today I'm very excited to be a part of a collaboration that is sponsored by Rachel from RachandBella Crafts, and it is a botanical journey with the hashtag #ToBotanical. And there are several collaborators, and each day for the month of April, everyone who is participating is doing a tutorial on something botanical, specifically to create a botanical journal. And many of us are using the kit, Botanical Dreams, that Rachel created. And this is just one page from the kit. I don't have the whole thing printed up, but I'm actually going to be using some of the kit in my project. So I have some of the things already cut out. But this gives you an idea of the beauty of the kit and all of the pretty flowers, and it has somewhat of a vintage theme to it, and it's got beautiful colors with the blues and greens and a little bit of everything. So I'm going to be using some of the pieces from this kit for my project, which is seed packets. So what I want to share with you today is a few ways of creating seed packets, or they look like seed packets a little bit. So I wanted to show you some of the things that I worked on. This is from a book page, and I didn't decorate the back, but I just made it with a napkin. I decoupaged a napkin on it and just added the seeds to the front. And I didn't decorate the back because I'm either going to put it in a pocket or I may glue it down. I'm not sure. But I have opening. You can actually put either, you can put seeds or journaling tags. So that's one. Here's another one from a book page. And this one I actually made look a little bit more like a seed packet by putting this fold up. But it's the same idea. It's like a pocket where you can put actual seeds, or you can put journaling cards or little notes, whatever you want. And then this one, I'm going to actually show you how I make the book page seed packets. But this one is made from a coffee filter. And I was looking at one of my coffee filters, and I thought, oh, I just love the natural brown. And I just thought it would be fun to try making a seed packet with it. So this is a lot smaller, but it would be fun and easy to put into a journal. Again, I didn't decorate the back, but I did sew down the sides, and this is basically the bottom of my coffee filter. And this is what it looks like. And so it's already enclosed on this side, and I cut it straight so that I could make the seed packet. And then I left the rounded edge on the top for my flap. So just something fun and simple. And then this here is part of a freebie that I'm giving away. If you click on the link, and it'll take you to a page where you can sign up for my newsletter. You can cancel at any time, but that's the only way I could figure out how to do it, to where I can give you the free printable. So this is what the printable is. I've got a few fussy cuts with different florals, and I put seeds. I put seeds a couple times just because sometimes I'll print out a whole page and I just want one thing, but then I have to print out several pages. So I did seeds a few times, since the project is for seed packets. And then I just put bulbs and flowers. And then this is this here. It's basically just a cut and fold, but you could actually print this on cardstock paper or lighter paper if you want to use it in your journal, but you could use it for seeds. I put, like if you wanted to collect seeds, what type of seeds they are, and just little notes about it. So you could actually use this in the journal or to collect seeds. So there's a freebie if you're interested. And another way of printing it up, which these are similar, but I printed these on actually on flower seed paper. And this is a little tag that I put inside. But this is the same thing as this one, only it's printed up on flower seed paper so that you can actually plant it, the paper, and it's got seeds embedded in the paper, and it's supposed to grow flowers. So I haven't actually tried it because it was too cold here, but it's starting to warm up, so I plan on trying this. But you can either get look on Etsy if you want to get this type of flower paper. I did make a listing of these and then these journaling tags in my Etsy shop if you're interested in that. There are several people who sell this type of paper on Etsy, but this is very thin. It really wouldn't hold up for a lot of journaling, but I thought it was kind of fun because you can actually use it as a tag on a gift, and then you put directions on how to plant the paper. And then I used this twine that actually is biodegradable, so that you could put the whole thing in the soil and it would break down. So there you have that. Many different ways of using seed packets in your journals. So let's get started on showing you how I created a book page seed packet and the coffee filter packet. And then I'll quickly just show you this. Basically, this is cut out, and then what I did is I folded it on the lines, and then I wanted to have this part showing, and I wanted the top part to show. So what I did is I just glued it down like here, and then I glued the bottom up. And on this one here, what I did is I just put some paper, design paper, on the inside there. I didn't go all the way down, but just to give it a little bit more color to it. And because I plan on using this one in a journal, and I wanted to keep that part open. But that's just a general idea of how you would use the cutout for the freebie to make a seed packet of your own. So first of all, I'm going to use my coffee filter, and what I did is I just used a ruler and I just drew a line going straight up from the corners just to help me when I cut this out. And then I did this on the other side also. I just try to go as straight as I can. And then what I did is I cut this straight up with a pair of scissors. So now I've got my strip from my coffee filter, and these I just save to use for other things in my journal. Sometimes I like to back things, little words or something, so I usually put those in my stash. And now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to quickly just sew the edges here. But before I do that, I just want to show you on this one, I want to keep this little flap so that I can close it. So what I'm going to do before I sew it is I'm actually going to fold down part of it, and I just kind of eyeball it, maybe about a ½ inch or so. And then I want to do that as straight as I can. And then what I'm going to do is just sew down the sides. You could actually just glue it if you want, but I'm going to go ahead and sew it real quick. Okay, so I just did a little seam on each side, and now basically all I need to do is decorate it up a bit. So what I'm going to do is just kind of rough up the edges a little bit with my Distress Oxide ink. And again, I can decide how I want to do this with what I want to use to decorate it. So I have my little box here of some little fussy cuts. Actually, that glare on the bucket, I'm going to take these out so that the camera won't glare on this shiny part here. So a lot of these are things from my freebie, and then I also cut out some of the things from Rachel's kit. She's got many beautiful botanicals here. So this is an assortment. So I was going to use those to decorate this up a bit, and then what I'll probably do is add a few things, like maybe some scraps of things. So I will do that in a second. But before that, I think I'm going to go ahead and show you the book pages, how we do that. And then I'm not sure if I'll decorate them all up on the camera, but I'll show you what I plan on doing. So I'm going to get the book pages. So you can use any book pages you want. I have this book, the complete book of garden magic, that I use for many things. I like it because it's got nice book pages. It's vintage. You can see where I've taken some out, but it's also got like some garden pictures and just various things. But I like it because it's a pretty big size, and I can use it for many things. So I've got a couple of pages from this book that I'm going to use, but you can use any book pages that you have. Okay, so I've got a few pages that I tore out of that book, and what I like to do, now if you look at this one, you can see the words are upside down on this side, but they're right side up on this side. That's okay. I don't mind that because I think it gives it variety, and this is the side I chose to decorate. I could actually decorate this side too, but this one is similar, only this one has the right side up words on the back. Actually, I guess that's the same. So I did the same thing on both. You just can't see it very much here because I covered the entire thing with my napkin. Napkins are so wonderful for this type of thing. So what I want to do here is, if you can see, this one is I just have the fold on the bottom. There's not any little fold up flap. So it's very basically just folding it up, cutting it, and gluing it. You could also stitch around these. I think that would also look nice, but I wanted more of something that looks a little bit more like a seed packet. So I'm going to show you, okay, first of all, this one, I just basically folded up the page, and then I cut it, and then I trimmed the corners of the flap and glued the sides, and that's basically it. So this one here is a little bit different because I wanted this little flap, and then I just glued the sides. So what I'm going to do is show you that one. So I'm going to fold it up to where I've got enough space to work with on the top to do what I want. Maybe not make it quite as big. And then I'm just going to fold it. Now, what I'm going to do, because of the size of this, is I'm going to just cut it right down the middle. and that way I can make two. I'll just make one on the video, but I'm going to go ahead and trim this down. So now there's a couple different ways of doing this, and I'm sure there's even more than that, but the quick and easy method is to just trim off the corners here. Now, it's probably best to actually measure or draw them first, or you can just trim off the corners. You can either draw like that and cut that one and then use that as a guide for the other side. So then I can use it as a guide on this side so they'll be somewhat even. For some reason mine don't always turn out as even as I'd like them to, but it's okay. So you can just do that, trim off the corners and simply fold this up, which I think is the quick and easy method. And then do the same on the tops. I could actually use my guide for that also. And then trim the corners off the top. Didn't quite get on the line there, but and then this will fold down on the top. And what I'll do is I will do this on the sides and the top all around. And then I would glue this here and glue the sides here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'll put some glue on them. And I'm just going to use this tacky glue. Now I got started putting my glue on off the camera and decided I wanted to show you when I opened this up where I cut it. I'm going to go ahead and put some glue on the inside here so you can see what I'm doing. That way this bottom part we're actually glued together. Sorry, my glue is running low. And then I've just got a little bit of glue along the sides because I want to be able to put things inside. So I'm going to fold this up so this bottom part actually glues together also. And then I want to try to get this as straight as possible. And then I'm going to glue this part up. So I'm going to put a little more glue here. And then glue this up. But I'm going to leave the top part open. So then I can now, when I decorate, I can decorate this side or this side. But I'm probably going to do the same and decorate the back again. So that's one way of doing it. Again, if you want, you could sew up the sides here to give it more of a finished look. So there's one, and then on this other one, I was going to show you the other method. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to cut across the bottom here. And then what I want is for this one to, I'll be able to fold that one up. So basically what I'm going to do is actually cut across the bottom of this one a little bit more. Again, it'd be better to use a paper cutter or a at least mark your spot so it's not crooked. But I'm trying to save a little bit of time. So I want to make sure I have my room at the top for my fold down, and then this is going to be my fold up on the bottom. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and glue these sides. Actually, I'm going to put the glue on the smaller one. That way I'll know where to put the glue. So, and then all I have to do is adjust it how I think it looks good. And then on the bottom, I already showed you how using the triangle here, you can use that. Actually, I guess I'll do that to draw across, just to make sure I go a little bit straight. Sometimes when I'm trying to eyeball it, I don't go very straight. And then I'll do the same on this side. I'll show you what I mean on the top if I experiment and try that without marking it. So you could actually round the bottoms also if you didn't want them to be so squared. So then this part is going to fold up here. Before I do that, I'm going to add a little bit of this distressed ink. Okay, so now that is glued, and then I'm just going to, on the top here, I'm just going to eyeball the slant there. Again, I would use that as a kind of like a pattern, but you'll get the idea. Probably should use my bone folder for this. Okay, so now these are kind of big, a little bit bigger than these other ones that I made. I believe I trimmed down the pages a little bit more on those, but you can make them whatever size you want and use smaller book pages if you want. So I'm going to just go through and decorate one of them up. I'm going to use things from Rachel's kit and from my freebie kit, and then I'll add a few things from my other stash here, probably for some backing. I hope you get the idea. I just quickly actually just went through and used some of these pieces and made a little collage. So that's quick and easy. Could decorate the back, and I just wanted to try it and see what it would look like in a journal. So I have this page that I made. This is just a little nature journal that I have, and I created this page just so that I could use a little demonstration of how you can use it in your journal. And this is from Rachel's kit, and this is a pocket from her kit. And I just added some washi tape and a few little, this is also from her kit, a few little extras. So here's the pocket that I just made, and even though this is big, it'll fit in here. So I could put that in a journal like that, and then I have a little place I could put seeds or cards or whatever you want. And then I've got this type, you can go that direction. So these pockets that are part of her kit are pretty good size, so you can fit a nice and wide pocket or pouch or envelope, and it even looks good with the smaller one that I made with the coffee filter. And I could even use it for my seed packet tags, and I could use it with the journaling tag inside of it. Just a few ideas of different things you can do with seed packets. Now you can also use actual seed packets in your journal, which would be similar to this one. And I didn't even touch base on that. So I just wanted to thank you for watching, and I wanted to remind you that every day for the month of April, all of the participators are linked below. We would all love it if you would subscribe to their channels and leave comments and participate and create a journal along with us. So again, if you would like this freebie, just click on the link below. And I want to thank you for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you will use the hashtag #HowToBotanical so that we can see what you come up with then on Instagram and Facebook. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you later.